Alright, con. Yeah, we back out here, man. Alright, man. Part two. Yeah, so. Okay. Con, so we're gonna go into. Again, man, the topic is gonna be the restoration, alright? You know, let's go. Basically, going back into power. Us being restored as a people, you know? Alright? Yeah, I don't think I need to hit Barak, man. But yeah, man, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna open up, man. Alright. Yeah, we just did a little segment with Jake. Alright, taught Jake a little bit, gave him the basics. Alright. Deuteronomy and the RFID. Alright. Yeah, man. Alright. And that too, man, because Jake knows. Alright. A lot of you Jakes know, man. Alright. You know, you've heard of the basics, Illuminati, all that stuff. You heard about them trying to give you an incision or a mark, you know? Alright, you guys heard about that before, man. Right, Jake has heard about it. Okay? Yeah, Con. So we're gonna open up, man. We're gonna get let's start from Isaiah the 14th chapter 10 this time. Alright? Yeah, man, we're gonna come back into power. Okay, we're gonna be restored. Okay? aka healed. Alright? You know, restoration. Alright, now restoration basically represents restoring something that's been damaged, okay, or neglected, alright? You know, in a sense. Okay? So let's get Isaiah. So from Isaiah. Got a 14th chapter. Yeah, you gotta give Jake the basics, man. Because Jake will bug out. You start talking about jump to reincarnation and all, man. Stick to the basics, man. Give them Deuteronomy, give them the Charagma, give them World War III. You know, those are basics. Alright? And even if you know the basics like that, you can literally still come on and teach, man. Okay? A lot of topics revolve around basic things, man. Being a brother, that's a basic thing. Okay? You don't need to always go into big topics and all that stuff. As you progress, you're gonna learn about reincarnation. Okay? You know, you're gonna learn about those things. Alright? But Con, let's get this real quick. Let's get let's get restoration, the definition. Alright? So this is restoration, or in the etymology, of course. Yeah. Okay, so this is restoration. It says it means healing or restoring health, a cure. Okay. Now, in a sense, isn't Jake being healed? Okay. Isn't Jake going through a healing process? Okay. Isn't Jake being, right? It says restoring health. So if you're restoring health, that means you were sick. Okay. Jake right now is spiritually sick. Okay? Jake is spiritually sick. Jake is out here cleaving to the idols, okay, false doctrines. Okay, you see Jake when he came up. Okay? He had it tatted around, you know, it's okay, right? Because we were all once like that, man. Okay? Right? You gotta be patient with Jake sometimes, right? But yeah, man, alright? It says restoring health, a cure, renewing of something lost. Okay? So right now we're renewing something that was lost. Okay? Jake. Okay, you know what? We might as well go into let's get this real quick. Let's get this real quick. I have to go into yeah, because in a sense, Jake is lost. Literally, Jake's lost. All right. Jake is lost right now. As we speak, Jake is lost. All right, spiritually lost in that sense. Okay, because Jake is here in the physical form, walking. But hey, when you go into the valley of the dry bones, that's what that's talking about. Okay, it literally references the valley of the dry bones. And what was the valley of the dry bones talking about? Jake being spiritually dead. Okay, Jake is spiritually lost, right? Okay, valley of the dry bones. Right, in Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because though I rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Okay, there you go. Okay, so knowledge comes through wisdom, man. That's a spiritual thing. Okay, wisdom really and truly. Okay, that's why I went into the lesson last night. Okay, when you go into that, okay, people overvaluate being smart. Okay, right? Talking about having a high IQ and all that. Okay, really and truly, you want to be wise. Okay, because people can be smart in the sense of society. Okay, having a college degree and all that. That doesn't mean nothing to the Lord. Okay, now let's prove that too. Okay, let's finish up in Hosea. Matter of fact. Okay, it says, I will reject thee, thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Right, that's why Jake is the way they are, neglected. The Lord said, I will forget you. So that what is let's get restoration real quick. Okay, restoration. It says, healing or restoring health, a cure, renewing of something lost. So that thing was once lost. Jake is lost. Okay, Jake is lost as we speak. Okay, Jake is lost in what? The ways of this world, man. All right. So come on, let's open up in Isaiah 14, the 14th chapter. All right. Isaiah the 14th chapter, man. Yeah, man. They always say too, they're like, well, I tell them, I'm out here. It's not like I'm out here. I'm not out here teaching. I'm out here all the time teaching. Every week I'm out here teaching. So that's my duty. Okay, I'll be there for an hour and a half, sometimes an hour and 20. Okay, they ain't out here. They ain't listening. Okay, so if you're serious, man, you'll listen. You'll come out here and listen. You'll literally, man, I know dudes that used to come by the camp and you'll sit and listen, man. All right. So come on, let's start with Isaiah the 14th chapter, verse 1. It says, for the Lord power will have mercy on Jacob. Right. So Jacob is the progenitor of Israelites, if you didn't know. Okay, and again, this is basic stuff, man. You can come out here and teach literally basic stuff, man. All right. Jacob is the progenitor of what is called Israel, the forefather. All right. Progenitor means, the foundation. Okay. It says, and will yet choose Israel. Okay, so the Lord is saying, I will yet choose Israel. So Israel is the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Okay, and I will set them in their own land. Right. So right now we're not in our own land. That's what I was telling them in 70 AD. Man, right now we're in captivity. Okay, right? Didn't you just hear what Jake said? He says, I'm like, why do you smoke? He says, I'm stressed, man. Jake don't have no comforter, man. What we do, but Jake doesn't acknowledge it. Okay, Jake doesn't acknowledge it. Don't you notice that Jake is the only really people that out here strung out? Okay, destroyed as hell. Okay, walking like pilgrims, lost pilgrims upon earth, because we're really pilgrims upon the earth, but they're lost pilgrims upon the earth. They're just wandering like zombies, lost. Okay, there's a reason why the Lord called it the valley of the shadow of death, man. Okay, that's Jake. All right. It says, and I will set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Right. Okay, the heathen. Okay, the heathen are going to be our servants and handmaids. We're going to get ready to go back into the rulership mission. Okay? It's only right for so, because guess what? Right now we're in servitude. We're servants and handmaids. Don't we have jobs? Okay? A job means you're employed by your employer. Your employer is your overseer, aka your master, man. Okay? Don't tell me you're free, man, because you have a job. You have bills to pay. That's how you know you're a slave. Okay? You have licenses. You pay mortgages, which is just tax. Okay? When you pay tax, you're automatically a freaking slave, man. Okay? All right? You have taxes, you have licenses. Licenses means you need to be registered to operate this vehicle, to operate this house, to operate this boat, okay? To operate this land, okay? That means you're a slave. That means that someone has to oversee you and give you the clearance to to have the right so to operate something or move in this certain area. Okay. It says, those shall possess them in the land for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Right. So we're gonna rule over our oppressors. Okay. Right now we're being oppressed. Okay. Now you can say, oh, Jake, you have rich Israelites. Man, they sold the hell out, man. Okay. All right, because the industries out there, man, all these entertainers are all sellouts, man. Okay, all of them are sellouts, and if you don't know that in 2022, you're literally lost. It's not a common thing to know now. Okay, to order, there's a reason why they get paid millions of dollars, because the higher they get up, the more they see. Okay, the more things they have to do, so they get paid more money. They're a higher paid slave, man. Okay, in slavery, you had the same thing. Okay, you had sellout Jakes, aka like taskmasters, overseers over the rest of the Israelites. Sell out. They get to sleep in the house. They get better meals, quality meals. Okay, right? At a price though. All right, all right, man. Come on, man. Verse 3 says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow." So right now we're in sorrow. Okay, we're in captivity. Okay, right? We're waiting to be put back in the rulership power seat. Okay. It says, and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage, whereas those need to serve. Right. What is our fear in this country? Dying. Okay. Getting sick. Okay. Not being able to make ends meet. Okay. You know how Jake. You already know Jake's fears, man. All right. One of Jake's biggest fears is dying. Okay. Being basically succumb to those curses. You know. All right. It says, and the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and thy fear and from thy hard bondage, right? Making hard work. So Jake was made to work in this captivity. Okay? Right? Thy hard bondage, which those was made to serve. We were made to serve. Okay? By who? The oppressor. The oppressor made us serve. Okay, him. Okay, doing what we're doing now. Okay? Let's see. Hard bondage was made to serve. Verse 4, it says, thou shalt awake, take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. So the proverb is a saying. Okay? Against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor seasoned the golden cup city? See, so America will come to a standstill at some point. Okay, they're looked at as the golden cup, aka the trophy, the place to be. Okay, when you go back into Babylon had the same thing. Okay, all right. America's always been, you gotta move to LA, you gotta move to California. It's lit out here. There's always parties. There's always something to do, right? It's the same thing back then. Okay, Babylon, Rome. This is the place to be. You gotta move here. Everything's here, everyone's here. That's the same thing now. Okay, it's looked at as a golden city. Okay, it says, and they're gonna look at it. How is it seized? When something seized, it means it comes to a stop. Okay, and that's what's happening to America right now. It's coming to a slow, halting stop. Okay, all right. You have it. Hey, man, a lot of these people are selling their businesses, man. Okay, they're selling their businesses. They're selling their houses. There's people I know that are selling their houses and moving to different parts. Okay, this part's a little bit cheap. Let's move up here. That's what they're gonna start to do until everywhere is affected. Okay, by the same circumstances: inflation. Okay, high gas prices. Okay, right? Famine. Okay, food shortages. Okay, right? The first place they're gonna get hit are the farms. Then it's gonna move to inner cities. You're gonna have inner cities getting hit with it. Okay. Yeah, verse 5, it says, broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, right? And that's what Yahawashi has come back to do, is getting ready to take back those crowns, aka the power. Okay? Verse 6, it says, he who smote the people with a continual stroke, he had ruled the nations in anger, and that's Esau, because Esau was always at the bottom, man. Okay? For those of you that don't know. Okay? Really and truly, Esau had the most rulerships, because he had the Greek, the Roman, and now the American. Okay? But now, okay, guess what? He's stronger than ever. Okay, he has technology. Okay, he rules with a rod of iron. Okay, now these other nations are getting ready to step up to him. Okay, no matter if you're looking at Russia, Europe. Okay, no matter Australia, they're all power seats, man. Okay, they're Edomite power seats in this world, man. Okay, they rule with that rod. What is that rod? That rod is the sword. Okay, because that's what Esau was blessed with. Okay, Esau was blessed with the sword. All right. That's how he was able to conquer the nation. He didn't just conquer Israel, he conquered the whole world. Now it's literally his blessing, the fatness of the earth. Alright? The fatness of the earth, man. Alright? Don't you see Esau lives in the best places? He lives in the mountains. Okay? Remote cities. No one's up there bothering him. Okay? He has freedom. He can hunt. You can drive reckless, you know. Yo, man, I'm telling you, go to those mountains, you see how they're living. They're living lavish, man. Okay, they have their own little economic system and government up there, you know. You used to be living good up in the mountains and the suburbs, you know, gated communities. Okay, you used to be living good, man. All right. Yeah, rule the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered, right? So no one can say, oh, that's unrighteous, that's unjust. Hey, man, back then we should speak up and be like, oh, that's righteous and unjust. Guess what happened? Okay, you were getting hit too, or you being put out, right? You know those speakers, those people that speak and all that stuff, man. They get put out too. They get killed for speaking out. Well, you want to speak up, you're not being a good slave. You know, that's what used to happen. Okay. All right, that's why Jake got to be put back up, because Jake has been broken, man. Jake has literally been broken as a nation. You can tell we're being broken because look at our women, look at our kids. Okay, Jake's done, man. All right, at least here Jake's done. All right, let's continue. It says, verse 8, yea, the fair trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars at Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come against us. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Okay, so we're in hell right now. Okay, Jake is currently in a hell state. Okay. Where we're now? Let's see, it's locked here. It says, how to meet thee. Yeah. It says, it stirreth up the dead, for thee even all the chief ones of the earth, it had raised them up their thrones, all the kings of the nations, right? So all the kings of the nations, man. Okay? Every king of the the kings of the nation of the modern day are the presidents. You know, your presidents, your mayors. You know, those are the kings, man. If you want to get really, really technical, the real kings are the elites. Okay? Because they do everything. They own all they control everything through the banks. Okay? They hold all the gold, the silver, all those things, right? They hold all that's real money, that's real power. Okay, they have real assets, they have land, okay, right? They fund the wars, anything you look at when it comes to wealth and being rich in society, these are the established government, alright? So, yeah, verse 10, it says, all they that speak in to thee, are thou become as weak, are thou become like unto us, right? Because America's become weak, which America has. There's plenty of articles proving out there, American army is weak, American technology is weak, Russia's army 10 times ahead in combat and technology than America, China, and all that. Read about it, man. Okay? Right? These people are brainwashed thinking America's the strongest nation out here. They have the strongest army. Okay? Alright? When they really don't. Okay? Physical hand-to-hand combat. These nations are at it every day. He starts pumping, what is it called? Sodomites into the damn army. Okay? Right? Transgenders. How are they supposed to fight against people? Okay? 7-foot Russians in combat, Mars, like Moab. Okay? Those are real mighty men. Okay? Those are real, even Ham too. Those are real mighty men. Esau was never a mighty man. When Esau was getting killed by King David, okay, and I forgot, it was King David and who, man? I forgot who it was. But you know who I'm talking about. When Esau was getting murked by King David, man. Okay, he went out to the Hamites. Okay, for refuge. Okay? Right. Brought to the grave. Yeah. Right. Verse 11. Thy prompt is brought down to the grave, and thy noise of thy vowels, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Okay? So Esau's captivity is being brought to the grave, man. Okay? We're getting ready to rule next. Okay? Now these people think it's so far-fetched. They think China, Russia, they think, but hey, man. Oh, man, we sound crazy when we speak. I'm going to tell you that. We sound crazy. We do sound crazy, man. Alright? But it's all for the Lord's sake. Alright? Verse 12, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, the son of the morning? Okay? And that's Esau. Esau falling out of power. Just like how we fell out of power. Right? Lucifer just means light bearer, the enlightened ones. Now, who's the enlightened ones of the society? Again, the higher upper echelon, the elites. Right? You have the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the Clintons, all of them, man. Okay, you have all of them. Alright? It says, son of the morning, how thou cut down to the ground, which those weaken the nations. Alright? So Esau did weaken the nations. Now he's being the one that's being brought to his knees. He's the one that's being weakened. All right, and I think I've been going for a little while. Yeah.